And up on the right, here comes Balaka. Up on the right wing side now, top of the right circle, shoots it off the noggin of the goaltender Wells.
Place for Trill.
Lucchini left wing side, Howarth back for Lucchini, right wing Armour holding backdoor Howarth, and how did that not go in? Martin controlling in the left half wall, now down low for Ganto, centering in front, and Glassman scores. Kowalski with speed down the right wing side, right circle, shot stopped and held by Brandon Wells. I'm sure Wells knows number 11 from the Warriors well after that hat trick last night, and stretching it out on the right. Ganto's well offside as we get a face off here, and look out, some pushing and shoving as Gantos got a shot there from Clayson, and the crowd gathers.
You guys all know my good friend down here, Brendan. Say hi to Brendan. And of course, you know the General, and I want to give the General a shout out. This is his last game with us, and he's been a beauty for the last couple years. So let's give the General a big round of applause as well. For $1,500 prize package, trip for two to Vegas. General, you been to Vegas?
No.
No, the General's not been to Vegas. B, have you been to Vegas?
No.
Alex, have you been to Vegas? No, terrible. All three of us. We should go on a road trip. How fun would that be?
I like it.
Okay, B, pull the name. Trip for two to Vegas. Here we go. John and Liz Chartrand, you guys are going to Vegas. $1,500 trip. And that's awesome. John has been here for a long, long time as a season ticket holder, so congratulations, John.
Dubois intercepts here, could get by the D. Case Dubois in on the right side, backhand move, and Brandon Wells, a fantastic blocker save. Center now across the blue line, cuts in left wing, in the left circle, tried to center it there for Chase Dubois, knocked away and back the other way comes Trail. Right wing side now with speed, it's McLean, right circle, great save, Amandrud with the glove. Sends it back around behind the red line here for Jones. Jones centering right circle, Armour back doors, and Gantos scores. And it's a power play goal, and Trail takes a 2-0 lead.
Straight, go forward, move
10
ahead.
seconds, they gotta be in the air. We got 10 seconds.
It's not too late to whip it good.
Anybody who hits the General, I'll give $10 cash.
When a good time turns around, you must whip it, you will never live it down.
All right, next Saturday's game versus Merritt, the pot will be $550. Let's give a hand to Ultimate Hockey and Skate.
Feeding it up ahead, Gantos on the right side, right circle, back door, Trail scores. It's Armour, and it's 3-0.
That was just, honestly, I have to say it, the most atrocious power play I've seen in a long time. It was just brutal.
Walking into the circle, dropping it off there for Howard, who finds it again, holding, shooting off the mask of Amandrud, and brought back the other way here by Stevenson. Racing that up ahead, Chase Stevenson tripped up there, and the arms stay down yet again. Ryan trying to dig it free, Dubois in there as well. We'll play it up for Stevenson on the right side and start ahead with that. Tried to center it out through the middle, knocked down here by Trail, and back inside to Amandrud. Will just hang on to this for a whistle, and something is wrong with Nick Amandrud here. It actually looks like his mask as we get our media minute timeout after he took that shot up top, and Amandrud skates right off to the Warriors bench, and Cole Demers is in net. Pitch toward the goal, Wells will find that and hang on, and very rarely do you see this, but Michael Ryan's been shifted up to a forward on that shift. Warriors have their net empty with 4 minutes to go here, but Tuck's found it at center, and he'll fire it into the empty goal. Here with Warriors assistant coach Shane Naka after a bit of a disappointing effort here in the Warriors home opener, a 4-0 loss to the Trail Smoke Eaters, and I know that things are still fresh in your mind, Shay, but what do you think of tonight's performance? Obviously not one that I think will remain fondly in the memories of the coaching staff.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of positives tonight at all. I think from start to finish that might have been one of the worst performances we've ever had here, so I mean there's not a whole lot of positives at all.
When you look at tonight as a whole, do you kind of mark it down as maybe jitters from some of the guys playing in front of a big crowd here tonight, or is there really anything that you can trace this performance back to?
I don't know. There's really no excuse for that. I mean, it's a home opener. You know, you expect to come out with some energy, and had none the whole 60 minutes. So I guess maybe some positives. I thought some of the younger guys played hard right to the end. After that, I pretty much at a loss.
I know that it's kind of a little bit of a downing night, obviously, with the way that things went. I do want to ask you about one young guy in particular, Max Balaka. Made his BCHL debut, was kind of thrusted into the role of that as well. His first BCHL shift, steps on the ice and gets a breakaway there. That was kind of something I had never seen before. What did you think of Max's play in his first game tonight?
Yeah, he would be one of those young guys that I thought battled right to the end of the game, so definitely props to him. It's not every day, I guess. You know, your first shift, 5 seconds in, you got a breakaway. I mean, almost feel bad for him. He never got his feet wet, and he's already in on a breakaway, so kind of feel bad for him in that sense. But I thought he had a good game. I thought he competed right to the end, and you know, had more jump than a lot of guys on our roster tonight.
A lot of time, obviously, for this to marinate. The Warriors aren't back in action until next Saturday when they play the Merritt Centennials here. So what do you kind of look for in a week of practice that'll be for this week? Obviously, it's kind of good to have this week where you can kind of iron out the kinks a little bit after this kind of a performance.
Yeah, you know, there's that way. There's also, you wish you just played tomorrow night and just got right back on the horse. It's almost worse. You got to dwell on it for a whole week in practice. Obviously, we won't do that, but it's going to definitely hang over practice starting Monday. So you almost wish you just played again tomorrow night and get right back on the horse and play. I mean, the biggest thing, I just don't think we worked hard enough or competed hard enough tonight. So, I mean, not even close. So, obviously, I guess that'll be a focus point this week in practice. But like I said, I think I'd rather just play right away here and try and iron it out that way. I mean, it'll be a long week of practice, though. So, I mean, hopefully we're a different team when we step back on the ice next week.
Appreciate the time for this. Thanks, Shay.
Thanks.